The birth of Harry Potter. Many years ago, there was a woman named Joanne Rowling, who is now better known as J.K. Rowling. She is famous for writing the Harry Potter books, but her life before success was very hard. Her story teaches us about the power of not giving up, even when things feel impossible. Joanne grew up in England, where she loved books and stories as a child. She often dreamed of becoming a writer, but as she got older, life became more difficult. After university, she worked in different jobs, but none of them made her happy. Then, after getting married and moving to Portugal, she had a daughter. Sadly, her marriage ended, and Joanne found herself back in England as a single mother. She had very little money and had to live on government assistance. It was a time of great sadness and worry for her. She sometimes felt like she couldn't go on. But even during those tough days, she held on to one dream: to write a story that people would love. The idea for Harry Potter came to her in a moment of inspiration. She was on a train ride when she imagined a young boy with glasses who finds out he is a wizard. She didn't have a pen to write down her thoughts, so she spent the rest of the trip thinking about the story. When she got home, she started writing about Harry's magical world. It wasn't easy for her to write while taking care of her daughter and dealing with her own struggles. She didn't have a computer, so she wrote everything by hand and typed it later. There were days when she couldn't afford to heat her home, so she went to local cafes to write. She would sit with a cup of coffee and work on her book while her baby slept in a stroller beside her. After finishing her first book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Joanne thought her life might finally get better. She sent the manuscript to publishers, hoping someone would print it, but one by one they said no. Some thought the story was too long. Others thought children wouldn't like it. Joanne felt crushed each time she was rejected, but she didn't give up. Finally, a small publisher called Bloomsbury said yes. Even then, they didn't think the book would be a big success. They printed only a few copies, and the publisher told Joanne to get a day job because she might not make much money from writing. But something amazing happened. People loved the book. Children and adults couldn't stop reading about Harry Potter and his adventures at Hogwarts. The book became so popular that it was soon published in many countries. Sequels followed, and each one was more successful than the last. J.K. Rowling went from being a struggling single mother to one of the most famous and successful authors in the world. J.K. Rowling's story shows us that life can be very hard, but it's important to keep going. She didn't let her failures stop her from believing in her story. Her success didn't happen overnight. It took years of hard work, patience, and hope. Even when things looked hopeless, she kept writing and dreaming. Her journey teaches us that rejection is not the end. It's just part of the path to success. If she had given up after the first rejection, or the second, or even the 12th, the world would never have known Harry Potter. Her story reminds us to keep believing in ourselves and our dreams, no matter how many times we fail. Today, J.K. Rowling's books are loved by millions of people all over the world. Her magical world of wizards, spells, and bravery has inspired readers of all ages. But even more inspiring is her own story. She went from having nothing to becoming one of the most successful authors of all time. Her message to everyone is clear: don't give up on your dreams. Success may not come quickly, and the road might be full of challenges. But if you keep working and believing, you can achieve great things. Just like Harry Potter faced his fears and overcame obstacles, we can do the same in our own lives. This is the story of J.K. Rowling, a story of hope, perseverance, and the magic of never giving up. Thank you for watching. Keep learning and practicing every day. Learn English through stories. Practice speaking with shadowing. Stay with us at Deep into English and improve your English step by step. Remember, easy English stories can help you grow. See you in the next video. Default text.